Yes. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are watching from. The great people of Biafra, great people of Africa, and I welcome you to this program. While you are joining us, share this video because we are not going to take much of the time. In an hour's time, we are done. Before maybe an hour or before an hour, we will be out of here. The great people of Biafra, great people. Okay, we have a good voice. We have a good sound. And we are proceeding. Share the video. Alert others to join. Share the video. Alert others to join. We are going to be doing something very important. If you could remember, I hope many of you remember very well when some people started selling a narrative that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, was poisoned or escaped poison. That Mazen Nnamdi Kanu escaped poison in the DSS dungeon. That is exactly what low FSP. That is exactly what I am here also to talk about. And to talk about the chief infiltrator telling you that he has declared government in exile. Telling you that he has declared government in exile. We always, I made, peace with not talking about those infiltrators and their criminal activities. But this time around, I don't think this is something that we need to, leave behind. It is not something that we must leave behind. It is something that we must talk about. And that is the reason why I am here to talk about it. It is very, very important. And I hope that we are coming out clear. If we are coming out clear, share the video, invite others to join. Share the video, invite others to join. Let us do it because it is very, very necessary that we address the madness of these infiltrators, because we have kept quiet. When we keep quiet, they believe that there is nobody around, continue to deceive and lie to our people. And that is the reason why we are here again today, to correct that impression, to correct all that they have given to you. I want you to pay very good attention. Pay very, very good attention. Of course, for a very long time, I haven't been following the activities of the infiltrators and their chief. The reason why I must talk about the activities of that infiltrator is because they are biting more than they can chew. If you remember last week, they came out, they told you that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu escaped poison. When they said those things, you will realize that it was not paid attention to. People did not pay attention to that. And you are not aware of the reason why they say it. And that reason is why I am here. That reason is what I am going to tell you right now. Because when the enemy continue to move, we will continue to follow them. We will definitely continue to follow them, because there is nothing else we can do without exposing the activities of the enemy. And there is other thing that I want to inform you that you need to pay attention to again as well. I am going to show you a video while we are at it. A video of your Ekperima calling telling you, after their plans to poison Mazen Nnamdi Kanu failed, they went back to tell you. Do you know what they did? Because the most important thing they did is that they were in cahoots with the DSS, some DSS official. They were motivating them, trying to use them to poison Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And that is the reason why it is only them that heard the news. It is only them that promoted the news. It is only them that brought the news out, telling you that they wanted to poison Mazen Nnamdi Kanu because they were the ones who tried to do it. It failed. And the only reason why these autopilot infiltrators try to do what they come to tell you, try to tell you that the Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, escaped poison. They were in cahoots with it. And they knew. And the reason why it failed is because, number one, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not just a regular human being that regular human being that they can just do whatever they want to. That is number one, and that is the reason why he is still alive today. Because they have tried many things. They have tried many things. And number two, they announced it before they, they planned it. They announced it to see how people are going to react to it before they, they could be able to execute it. Before they were able to execute it, they announced it. Now they were not able to execute it. They were unable to execute it. Do you know what they did? Since they were unable to execute their plans, because what they are doing, these people, let me tell you, people who are people who are the backbones of these things that is happening. Number one is these politicians we are talking about now. Lorito Onochie is involved. Lorito Onochie, I hope you know her. Owazurike is involved. Asare Dokubo is involved. I am telling you the group of cabals that want to take Mazen Nnamdi Kanu out today. These three people, they are involved. And there are some other politicians that are involved. Their plans is to take Mazen Nnamdi Kanu out of this, what we are doing, because they want to use this as a political party. They want to use IPOB as a political party. But little did they know that IPOB is ordained by Chukwu Okike Abiama and can never be shaken and can never be moved. These people, these three names I call for you, they are the pioneers. They are the pioneers of those who want to take Mazen Nnamdi Kanu out. They are the pioneers. The reason why they want to take Mazen Nnamdi Kanu out is because they are planning to make IPOB their business. They want to make IPOB their business because IPOB is very formidable. That whomever that becomes the leader of IPOB, whether they are disguising, whoever that call themselves a leader of IPOB, whether they are disguising or not, some people, Efulefu, will start supporting them because they know that our people are very, very easy to be manipulated. All they need is to speak the language they want to they speak the language they want to hear. Be proactive in planning something against and being the one to announce it, that it is going to happen. I don't know if you are understanding what I am saying. They are proactive. Just like I told you, the plan to poison Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was their plan. And the plan was that when they do it, they announce it. It will look like they are the only ones who is watching over, but they are the perpetrators. They are the perpetrators. Now, they planned it to see if it is going to work, because they know and they believe that the situation of things in Abuja, and that is the reason why we are calling these people to release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They have seen the situation in Abuja. Anybody want to take advantage of the situation of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? Anybody want to take advantage of the situation of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? In case if you don't know, you pay very good attention. That is the reason why they planned it. They came and announced it, so that when it happened, it will not be tracing back to them. It will not be tracing back to them. Did you hear it from the legal team? The ones who has been there for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. You did not hear it from legal team, right? Are you paying attention? Did you hear it from the leadership of IPOB? You did not hear it from leadership of IPOB. The ones who are following the case of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Did you hear it from any of the legal team? No, you did not. Why is it that you heard it from those who does not have any representative for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in the DSS dungeon? They don't have any representative. They don't have anybody reporting to them as per challenges of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, except those that they are working with in the DSS dungeon, the perpetrators. That is the reason why they will always come and tell you one lie. You see, this time they started telling you they want to face mask Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. All these things is only for them to find a way to overthrow Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. To find a way to overthrow Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. That was the actual plan. And now, because it failed, because they want to overthrow him, now act as if they declare a government in exile. Are you paying attention? If they overthrow him, they declare a government in exile. And you will begin to ask yourself, what is so special about declaring a government in exile? And you will begin to now tell yourself, what is the meaning of the government in exile? A government in exile is just like a political party who see themselves as a leader of a nation that nobody believes in, or who see themselves as a leader, but they do not have access to that, where they are the leader, and they are not safe. That's why they have to run away. So, first of all, we are not a political party. We are not a political party. IPOB. So, and having to judge this thing in the perspective where they also made mention that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu tried to declare a government in exile, it failed. And I am going to bring you where they talked about this, because these things that we are talking about now, it is something that I am very, very aware of. It is something that I am exposed to. If you look at it, when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, the move of Oyibo, that was the reason why we could not trust, that was the reason why, part of the reason why people, were not, we started questioning the activities of Bruce Fein. Are you paying attention? The time we started questioning the activities of Bruce Fein, it was during the time when Oyibo, Nelly, and all these people wanted to declare government in exile. They wanted to declare government in exile. They forged some signatures. They forged some documents, rather. They forged some documents. After forging those documents, they wanted to find a way to get Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's signature to those documents. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu never deemed it necessary to form a government in exile. For those of you who might argue what I am saying, ever since Mazen Nnamdi Kanu started making a broadcast, did he ever talk about government in exile? Did he ever talk about government in exile? Ever since he started broadcasting? Of course, the answer is no. The answer is no. Now, because Mazen Nnamdi Kanu never talked about government in exile, and somebody who is trying their possible best to declare government in exile, so that when they declare it, if they are using IPOB name to do anything, they are government in exile, they have some protection. Are you paying attention? Because that is a very, very big manipulation. But now, you ask me, did they really succeed in declaring government in exile? Which they announced to you that they have activated government in exile. Did they succeed? No. They cannot. Because there is nothing to prove that they are government in exile. They cannot succeed because they are not the leader of the movement. They cannot succeed because the leader of the movement is in Nigeria. How can you declare government in exile? I don't know if you people are understanding where I am coming from. Because when I begin to hear things, diplomatic, fraudulent moves that they call diplomatic move, it makes my ears to start itching. If you understand, for the past month, I didn't have time for this criminal and autopilot and their manipulation. I never had time for them. But when they start treading on the path of manipulating our people to make a way to find another means of stealing from them, there you find me coming in. Because I don't have time for their nonchalant behavior. But when it comes to something that is very, very necessary for me to talk about, that's when you find me in. Government in exile activated according to your chief autopilot. Do you know the process of declaring government in exile? You don't activate it, you declare it. But before we go there, let us listen to the broadcast of the chief infiltrators. So I am going to go into the studio in order to listen to the broadcast of these chief infiltrators. So we are going to change our this thing. Let me go into the studio in order to listen to this chief infiltrator and his declaration. Now, first of all, let me bring that video. Let me bring the video. Before we go there, I will bring the video. I am going to place this video all over the screen so that you will see it. And while we are talking about it, you will be seeing it everywhere, depending, because I don't want to zoom it. I don't want to zoom it, but let's go there. I am going to, find a way, because what I am using, it is a sensitive software that I am using, which, Facebook already, Facebook, they have flagged the software that I am using. So all you need is to continue to share the video. If you are watching from YouTube, click the like button. The algorithm will continue to share the video, but share the video in every platform, because we need to expose the enemy. The platform I'm using is being flagged, so it is going to continue to restrain those who are coming in to listen to this exposition But when you continue to share the video, it will be a human effort. They will come. Now, let me do this. We are going into the studio right now. Let us listen to that program.
Pilot social media
now,
around the world. Today we have come again with, a very good news. The latest development in Biafra struggle, I would say in Biafra liberation. I have come to create awareness and to inform Biafrans on the stride that the auto-piloted IPOB we have made in few months, just within few months.
I hope you are paying attention. I want you to pay attention to everything he said there. I don't want you to miss any of them. Don't miss any of them. He said they have stride and they are making a lot of progress. Now, let me bring you to the bigger screen where you are going to find, watch it.
As we get closer to our freedom, as we get closer to Biafra, there is need for everybody, especially the genuine group, to come together, so for us to form a formidable force. And we have succeeded in coming together of most of the genuine group. And just like I mentioned during the State of the Nation broadcast a few days ago, where I mentioned few of other group we are looking up to, and of course one of the group being the government, Biafra government in exile, and of course Ekwenche. So I have come to give update to Biafrans this evening, the progress we are making in this Biafra, as Biafra get ready to exit Nigeria in 2023. I want to inform you today to just disregard whatever that distraction that is coming from anywhere. We are focused, we are resolute, our eyes is on the ball, and we are not.
The reason for informing you in advance, that whatever this distraction that is coming from anywhere, it is because he knows that he is actually trying to manipulate you or lie to you. He is trying to manipulate or lie to you. That's why he told you in advance whatever distraction. And what he called distraction is what I am doing right now. And I want you to pay very good attention what he is going to say here. Because even what he said here, he ended up implicating himself. He ended up actually telling you the same truth that I am here to tell you. But you did not pick it up. Because I know you are not paying attention when he was brainwashing you. That is the reason why I want you to pay very good attention. But I will just pause it when he make that statement, and I will remind you. And don't forget, I hope you know the history of this guy with the people that he said he was supposed to do visa. Are you paying attention? He's supposed to do visa for in Finland. I hope you know the history, because government in exile is going to now bring him back to his profession. Remember that we have exposed so many avenues where he wants to use in order to dupe our people. We have been exposing it proactively. Now he wants to change his strategy. So declaration, or according to him, activation of government in exile is going to bring back also one of, his strategies that he used to exploit our people. When I mean exploit our people, he can tell you He will get you a visa, he will get you asylum, he will get you all those things. But I want you to pay attention first, because we are going there. Very, very attentively listen.
Not, moved by, distraction of people who don't know how far we have gone. I informed you yesterday that Biafra government in exile has been activated, completely activated in full force, starting from yesterday, the 31st day of July 2022. And of course, a lot of people do not understand what this means in practice. So we have come this evening to educate you on the this particular activation of Biafra government in exile and all that. The Biafra government in exile has been in existence. It didn't start yesterday. We didn't form it yesterday. It has been in existence, and it has been the wish of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to drive that force.
Now, this is another place you people need to now ask yourself. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been making a broadcast. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been making a broadcast in the past 5 years. He never talked about government in exile. Have you ever heard? Maybe I am the one lying, or I'm the one not following up. And the last time you will check, or I checked, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whatever plans he has for Biafra, he will say it on air. True or false? True. Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never talked about government in exile. In the last, almost a decade, he started speaking on Radio Biafra. He never talked about it. But now somebody from nowhere is coming to tell you that this was the wish of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That this was the wish of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That he tried it, he failed. So he is the one who achieved whatever Mazi Nnamdi Kanu tries and fails. That is exactly another narrative that is being pushed here that you need to also pay attention to. While you continue to share the video, because we know that the numbers we are seeing here is not the numbers that is exposing. I want you to continue to share the video because it is being suppressed. But let us continue.
And because the Nigeria government have always striked him, whenever that particular move were about to be made, they always come and strike. So for the second time, our leader have tried to activate the Biafra government in exile, and that was when he was attacked. And then another time is during this last time, and that was when they kidnapped him. So without wasting any more time, the right time has come that the government will now take its full function and operation. And for that reason, after long hours of meetings and deliberation with the cabinet, and we decided that the government of Biafra in exile will be activated into full force starting from yesterday. As time goes on, I'm very sorry because I have some kind of cold.
Government in exile.
Job. As a matter of fact, some people in Biafra movement so far, what
group? And that is exactly what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been preaching. And if you may investigate this deeper, you will understand there is a time where Uche Mofo confessed via BBC. He confessed via BBC that he wanted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to make IPOB a political group. which is like government in exile, which was part of the things that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu did not want, that led Uche Mofo to start doing opposite things, because he wanted this movement to become a political movement. Then it failed. That is exactly what the same move they made. Immediately Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was captured. That was the same move they made immediately when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was captured. Because if you look at it, that was that time there was a rumor that Bruce Fein had the document trying to go to see Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to sign it. That's document. It was a rumor that he wanted to sign it in order to declare the exile. While when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was out, government in exile was not talked about, was not declared, because if it was declared, I don't think Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will just be picked up in Kenya. So, according to these people now, they want to, do we have another leader other than Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? If there is any other leader that we have, please somebody kindly remind me. I don't know if we are coming out clear. Okay, yes. So if there is any other leader that we have other than Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, please remind me in the comment section, that will be able to sign government in exile and declare government in exile. So since he said he activated government in exile, how did he get Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's signature? Or Chike Dozie's signature? How did he get Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's signature or Chike Dozie's signature? Or the IPOB seal? How did he get it? So, now, I want you to continue to pay attention to these things that he is saying here, so that you will understand my, exposition. If you pay very good attention, you will understand this exposition. Listen.
This government body, they are going to be used by Biafra people to achieve a lot. It is going to be the diplomatic wing of the Biafra liberation movement starting from yesterday. I am going to explain, some brief history of the government of Biafra in exile. And I wouldn't go into elaborating a lot of things, especially cabinets and all that. I believe that in due time, we are going to have the cabinet, on our program, and you are going to know who are the cabinet of the government of Biafra in exile.
Cabinet.
Because Biafra is...
In due time, you are going to know who are the cabinet of the government in exile. In due time. Oh, they are selecting cabinet, but he is telling you a history of Biafra government in exile also. But he will tell you, he is going to tell you who are those that have selected to be in the cabinet of a Biafra government in exile, while he is telling you the history of the government in exile. When he talked about the history, it means that it has been there. He knows that you don't pay attention when he talk. That's why he will continue to lie and manipulate you. But pay very good attention. He very, very big blunder here, which to show you that he is a fraud. Listen.
Coming in 2023. And there is nothing in this life that will stop us from exiting Nigeria. I am telling you go and mark it. For those who are looking down on what we are doing, we will shock you. We will shock you. I want to inform you now that just one more alliance to go, and the moon or the sun will rise. Just one more alliance, the sun will rise, and everything will start from this month. I am telling you, you go and mark it. The Biafra liberation have started, and it started this month. You will see the green light of Biafra from this month. And if you do not see the green light of Biafra from this month, you will see the red light of the end of Nigeria from this month.
Write it down, no. I want you to, he said this month, August. I want you to write it down from this month, because he knows that 2 weeks you forget, or 1 week. He said 1 week you forget from last year, that it will trend only 1 week you forget. Write it down. Let it not be like 7 days he gave to Nelly and 7 days he gives to others. Please write it down on the autopilot that don't have brain. Write today's date down. I hope you heard it. He said that this month, write it down, so that when we count the blessings and name them one by one, you shouldn't forget. Write it down, because whatever he is trying to tell you now, wait the next 2 days, 3 days fundraising. Are you paying attention? Wait the few days coming. Fundraising will be the one following all this this month, red light and green light. Are you paying attention? Okay. Now, let us continue.
And so that before 2023, the whole world will bear us witness that indeed Biafra people have made their decision to exit Nigeria. So for that reason, I want to take you on a journey to explain and educate you a little bit about the Biafra government in exile. Some of you may not understand, what the government in exile will do. So I will explain just briefly. The government of Biafra in exile, we are going to be working in our own ways, and we somehow will continue to work independently and under the Biafra government. The Biafra government will be the body that will present to any nation government, whenever we are going on diplomatic, whatever diplomacy or treaty we are going into, the Biafra government will take charge of that. The Biafra government in exile will henceforth be taking responsibility of every diplomatic issues, both those seeking asylum, both issuing ID card, both recognizing, Biafra people who are stranded somewhere across the globe.
Both those seeking asylum. No wonder, ever since he started this thing, he's been talking about how to get those seeking asylum to be going through him, because he has this, he has this gift of manipulating you, that he will take you to Poland, Canada, Finland, and you will pay him money. So, having known his history with those he duped in the name that is taking them to Poland, in the name that he is taking them to Canada, you will now understand the reason why government in exile, if you want asylum, if you want this, if you want that. Because how can you get an asylum? How can, number one, you created government in exile You claim that you have activated government in exile without the signature or the seal of IPOB. You claim that you have activated government in exile just because you want asylum seekers to be coming through you. Email for visa, you want for asylum. For email for visa. Whenever this guy is doing anything, you supposed to be asking yourself. Just leave what he is doing. Ask yourself, what is going to be his leverage? What is the leverage? What is the catch? Don't ever hesitate to put at the back of your mind that there is something about every move that he make. Now start counting from today till 2 weeks time. 2 weeks time is very long. Fundraising. I want you to pay attention. Oh. Start counting from today now. Fundraising is the next in line. Since he has given you that August will show you a red light that I can want a Biafra, or green light that Biafra will be, zoo will disintegrate. Start counting days. Start counting days. Okay. Somebody say, okay. Let me just ignore. I see that Umu Ekwensu in the comment section are being dealt with our comrade, our media warriors, our formidable force. Umu Ekwensu in the comment section, they are being dealt with. They are being taught a lesson. So let me not interfere with that, because these guys, they are formidable. They are formidable. So now I want you to hear another one. He talked about if you want to go to get asylum. Abu ni choko ke deport woge ebe ka Diego gi ma akwụkwọ. Ebe ka Diego gi ma akwụkwọ, and you want to be deported back to the zoo. Abu ni choko ka ebunagi ka anwụrụ gị ka adaka bunagi ebe obuna ị nọ. Ga solu ndị autopilot ma na asylum ka ifu na. Ga ka fadenye ga akwụkwọ ndị government ha nọ na exile. Ka edenye ga akwụkwọ ka ije ma asylum. Go and grab government in exile permission of to get asylum from Ekperima in Finland. Okay, that fuzi that new year. You know that our people now, when it comes to something that concerns them personally, for Abuba brain, for Amalife. But when it comes to something that is going to benefit a nation, it becomes a problem for them. You will not find people now going to that are already in Europe or in different countries of the Western world or Asia or anywhere to go and ask autopilot to give them asylum. They will not, because they know that they never get. That is the type of where they would send you. And up in other Nigeria, in Aba Pantino, Zubo. In other there, once you are landing in Nigeria, you can have a grab book there. That is their plan. So, because you know that this one is personal, you will not go and patronize it in Finland. But when you know that what he's doing is demonizing our struggle, what he's doing is sabotaging our struggle, you will continue to support him. Tomorrow you will come and tell me that IPOB one family. Is that not wickedness and selfishness? So let us continue to hear. And those of you who are looking for asylum, you should go to autopilot and get your asylum, because he has activated government in exile. And they are doing all the diplomatic work, including going to United Nations office, including going to United Nations office in Belgium, including going to meet, going to do diplomatic work, including writing a letter to UN to release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. It is now going to be government in exile. Are you paying attention? Including the releasing of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu as a lawyers that will release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. It is now going to be government in exile that will be making those diplomatic moves. And who are those governments in exile that are making the diplomatic move? Where is their lawyer? Where is their legal representative? They should make it public. He went to tell you that he went and submit memorandum or referendum document to Finland parliament. We expose it. That one did not surface again. Ndimbu. Those that are ndimbu na the rubbish in a comment section, are you paying attention? He went to tell you he submitted referendum document to the Finnish parliament. We exposed that. And we actually challenged him to come and confirm, bring the name of that old man that he was holding a document. Old man Agona Finland. He was holding a document. Bring his name, let us see. Expose him. Just only his name can expose Zoya. What found the fraud? You didn't make his name public. Why? But you will go and make a Photoshop with other people. You will make their name public. They are this one. So that whoever that run into the social media and search for their name, and of course you have made a real Photoshop, they will say it is true. You were with the president. Why the one that you saw you in a video? We saw you in this one in a video that you say you went to represent Biafra. You know, you did not now give us the name of that person you submitted the referendum document or memorandum document to. He become anonymous. You show us his face. We don't have a face recognizer or recognition. We don't have that software in order to know the name of the person. But as long as I know the person who is the Speaker of Parliament. First Speaker and assistant, second Speaker and assistant, third Speaker and assistant. And I have all their WhatsApp contact. So now, you know, we challenged him to now bring the name forward of the person who submitted the memorandum document. He could not. He couldn't. I will act like he didn't hear it. Of course, before we proceed, let me. We are on the IPOB Biafra time. We are live on Biafra time, and if you check Rapture Media, you will see it's been quiet. It's been quiet. The media control of Rapture Media, the media control of Rapture Media is having a system crash. That is the reason why he is not able to control any broadcast from Radio Biafra or bring it in. Does not mean that Radio Biafra and every other radio is not on. They are on. But to bring it in, they are having some technical challenges, which I believe that it is already posted on Rapture Media, so that the audience of Rapture Media do not think there is something going on. It is a system crash which they are working on. And I believe from now, this evening and tomorrow, they will finalize the system crash and they will be coming back online. Because IPOB, they have media team. When this media team, when we talk about media team, they are IT, IT media team, people who studied IT, who knows about everything in the computer and every gadget, who controls it. Media professional. So those people are handling the issue on Rapture Media. Very soon, Rapture Media will now be busy again. So I supposed to inform you from the beginning, but it just occurred to me because I also make inquiries. I made inquiries with regards to what's going on. Then I found out what was going on. So, because I was also worried, I found out what was going on, but I know that very soon they will start bringing back all the radios back into the social media space, and bear with the media directors. So, let us continue. Sorry for that. It is a digression. Let us continue. So, when we talked about that guy that he went to submit his memorandum or referendum. We don't know him, but we know the speakers of Finland. We know them. And that guy is not even close. So that's why we need the name, so that we will verify from Finland speakers that is this man part of your parliament? Is he a member of parliament that a message can go through and it comes to the parliament for the support of Biafra? We proposed that. We did not get that result. But when we talked about the leadership of IPOB going to Brussels, they went to Brussels, you saw their activities, you saw the result of their activities, but for the past 12 months plus, somebody has been there telling you that they are your spokesperson, they are making this move, they are making that move, they are doing this, they are doing that. The only thing they will, their group will come and tell you, they want to duplicate Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They want to do Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Them will autopilot as a syndicate. When they contract their Fulani Janjaweed, who they are working for, because they will always fail. They don't know what They don't know what carries Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They don't know. They have planned so many things, they fail. And once they plan it, they fail. They will run to the social media and announce it. In case if there is already a cover being blown, there will be populations of these people. It is too much. It is too much. We know that ever since we stopped talking about them, they are dying slowly. That is the reason why they are recruiting all these hungry people just to have a platform in social media to be playing their video all over the place. Are you paying attention? They are dying off. They are now recruiting hungry people. Ndago, bloggers, bloggers, their fellow bloggers, to continue to promote their video across social media. Now, let us proceed. I want you to pay attention to this one. Pay attention to this one. You see what you are hearing there. I will also bring it so that you will be seeing those videos, because I see some people are saying that they cannot hear it properly. They cannot see it properly. If you cannot see it properly, this is one we
are full responsibility of a government.
But at the end of the day, you need to be hearing it from the small screen. You should be seeing it and hearing it from the small screen. Let me make it bigger so that you will be seeing him, and you will know whom we are talking about. Let us continue. Here, pay attention. I don't want you to miss anything. Once you get the point here, we call it a day.
Yesterday. And going forward, they are going to work, and are going to work like never before. And those of you that are looking for or seeking asylum somewhere, the Biafra government will officially take charge, because that is what their responsibilities are. The responsibilities is to communicate with the other government and all that. It may not be a recognized government, of course, as such, but that responsibility of issuing official document, official letter, will be henceforth coming from the Biafra government. And
official document and official letter will be henceforth coming from Biafra government, which are faceless. This Biafra government are faceless people. Of course, we know many government in exile. Many government in exile. Yeah, be it from South Africa, be it from Europe, be it anywhere around the world. We know some government in exile. They were not, it is not a faceless people, because you cannot go to exile as a government when you are faceless. You will show your face to show that people's life, your life is also in danger. That's why you need to reside in exile. But now he is telling you that the government in exile They will be issuing official documents. Who are those documents? Government in exile. It is him and his office work. Office work. You know what is office work? Or is he going to be... Who is going to be... Who are, let me just assume. Those that are government in exile. Who? Is there anybody that... Who? In this autopilot? Is it in the breaking news that will be the government in exile? Because I don't know. We are trying to find out. On the Igbo World Congress. Igbo World Congress. I found out the government in exile. Hey, Fulani Kabas was the government in exile. We are trying to find out those who will be issuing you with those official documents that he is talking about. We are trying to find out. Faceless people will be issuing you. Because of course, if you want government in exile, who are you going to contact? You are going to contact the man who talked about it, which is him. Then he will now tell you, Omepesi office. Because all set he don't set work. Then when you contact him, he go open office and tell you that you're going to contact the Abakaleke boy. The one I don't know whom he said is creating in another group. Or you are going to contact who? I don't even know them. I don't know who I don't even know who is, like good enough for the job of diplomatic, going out there for diplomatic work. So that is exactly what I'm trying to understand here. The ones you are going to contact, you contact him or say that he will deliver your message to the government in exile. From there, it's your visa, it's your aduro. That is how it is. If you cho visa, if you cho aduro, akoyele Ghana. And he may go on 1,000 euro, 1,000 euro, or that less than that. And let us continue.
Because since the beginning of Biafra struggle and the liberation, this has never happened. The only time this wanted to happen was during the Owazurike, which is the reason I'm going to educate some of you. When during the Owazurike,
somebody said government in exile, Umuada. Click on government in exile, Umuadaka. Hey, Umuada, Umuaye Biafra aton go yozo. Hey, Umuaye Biafra aton go because I start to be corrected. In the history of government in exile, how many women has been government in exile? I am not undermining women. No. I am not undermining them, but they are supposed to be respected, irrespective of what they are fighting for. They are supposed to be respected because those women are supposed to be special people, specially made people by God, who are supposed to be respected while they are respecting themselves as well. Are you paying attention? So now, how many government in exile have you ever heard about that is involving women? I stand to be corrected, like I said. Maybe I didn't know this one. Please, if you know, please go tell us in the comment section if there is a lot of them. If there is a lot of them in the history of governmenting in exile, okay, Juburu Muadaka, because that is the reason why I didn't even think about them. What are the women doing in exile? Women should be where they should go home. They are protected. Meanwhile, it is women that started a riot. Why were they not killed the way they are killing men? So I don't think that one is obtainable. Umuadaka, you got to dig a ceiling where diplomatic work in a government in exile. Please let us continue. Let us continue. Of course, Umuadaka on the Achodi. When any of them nonadi. Kafan on Adi Achodi. But let us continue.
The Biafra government in exile, under the leadership of Professor Enekwache, at that time, they brought Owazurike to the United States. And Owazurike, as you all know, he messed up. He messed up the whole struggle. He messed up the whole government in exile. And that was how they went into oblivion.
Owazurike, he messed up the whole struggle, the whole government in exile. And that was how. That is now why you are going through the dimension, working with the same Owazurike who messed up. Working with the same Owazurike who messed up, because Owazurike's agenda is to bring down Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, use IPOB, form a political party. While the political party now, the same, this is ideology of Uche Mofo, Uche Okafo Mefo. This is ideology. Make IPOB a political group. Owazurike, make IPOB a political group so that you will come and they will select the person they will, like him, like the way he's flaunting himself to be a politician, that they will select them to be governor and test for president, because they know how formidable we are. We call the shot. Now, this is now the reason why he said Owazurike messed up. Messed up that he was not able to be constructive in his sabotage. That was the messed up Owazurike messed. That you are hearing from him. Because they have the same ideology. They have the same ideology. Let us continue. Let us continue.
And ever since then, it has been, nobody knew what was going on and all that. But because the right time is now to reactivate it, even though they have been having activities and they have been operating underground and all that. And for that reason, the government will take its full function, its full responsibility.
Obi said that we have two Biafra women. We have Omuada, the original one. That is the reason why I said that our women are specially made by God, who are supposed to be somewhere being respected and protected, as long as they are also respecting themselves. You understand? So that is I'm referring to our Umuada who are still loyal and championing the cause of our struggle. Not those ones who are trying to find a way. Umuakata. Those ones Umuakata, because on a by America. Some of them, or about all of them, not all of them. When they go down to Akata, Fana Tonya Fage Vuapia. What if I get Kuchi? Oya waki jafu, Fana Chongo Kaka Fage Kuchi. Onya Fe Kuchi Mudoziru fe set ya up. Unu amaro no umu nwanyị akata hia na-ebu akpa mmadụ. Unu amaro. Fana akpa mmadụ. A na-adachikwe nwoke. Hey. Okay na. Mgbọsị ị ga-amarị ọ ga-aka gị aka n'ala. O nwere ka ọ bụ na ịdanagolufa. Ọ bụrụkwa fa niile o. Ọ bụrụkwa fa niile. Anyị nwekwa ezigbo ụmụ nwaanyị nọkwa akata o. Anyị nwekwara ezigbo ụmụ nwaanyị nọkwa akata na-emekwe one or two things na-adakwa ụda dịkwa okay. Makwa be their loyalty lies. There is a lot of them. But of course, Obi, I hope you have gotten the point now. Let us continue.
Everything that recognized government in exile will do, the Biafra government in exile will continue from now going forward. And like I said, for example, is issuing official document is one of them. Not a document coming from any organization. Biafra is coming next year and he is no longer agitating Group 10. And this has been the plan and the wish of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is that Biafra will come. And when Biafra is going to come, everything will fall in place. Everything will fall in place. And that particular template and roadmap is what Simon Ekpa is following. And so when Nigeria government think that they have actually succeeded in stopping Biafra, you know that we told them that the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will bring Biafra. I told you people, they thought I was joking. So,
okay, there is something he just said here. If you paid attention, you will understand it. Now, the roadmap of Biafra. He talked. If you remember the time he interviewed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Do you remember the time he interviewed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? When we talk about this roadmap to Biafra, I want to, for the first time, now give you a breakdown, definition of this thing called roadmap to Biafra. Because when we talk about roadmap to Biafra, you will think it is about how many states make of Biafra. Some of you, I know a lot of you will be able to understand it. It is not about being educated or being uneducated. It is about being informed. Now, when we talk about roadmap to Biafra, according to the philosophy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the roadmap to Biafra is that same information that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told you that if Uche Mofo knows two, that him, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, knows three of them. Are you paying attention? If Uche Mofo knows two of them, that him knows himself knows the three of them. If they are three of those secret map. Now, the map is all about the modus operandi. The modus operandi on how to get Biafran, what to expect along to change the modus operandi along the line. That is when we talk about the roadmap to Biafra, because so many times he will use that word without you understanding it. If you understand during the interview with this guy and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he asked Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, what is going to be the roadmap to get Biafra? Which is trying to psych Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to tell the information that he knows that Uche Mofo did not know. Which may trigger, which now bring us back to those who knows about the trip of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to Kenya. And knowing that it is a diplomatic move, they sabotage it. And while they sabotaged it, they are forgetting that Nokwa Balunwawo believed Kenya. Now, they sabotaged it because they know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the part of the roadmap to Biafra land is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has to go to, Kenya. It is part of that map or roadmap to Biafra. Now he arrived in Kenya, but what he went to do there, that is something they did not know. And since they did not know what he went to do there, that is the reason why now they were thinking that they could stop him by killing him, and they were not able to kill him. They now believe that they could stop him by now, since they were not able to kill him because their cover was blown before they will be able to make that move. Their cover was blown. Now, the person who passed that information, which we played here, I was on a program with Marian Heder. The person who said they were traveling from airport the day we were exposing who was Biafra Unite. where when we were able to trace to match the voice of Biafra Unite. That voice that was talking to on that program is a voice of somebody that Ekperima knows him very well. They are in communication. It's a voice of somebody that he knows very well. They are in communication. And that is the reason why I always tell you, they know how to be proactive in delivering information after they have planned the activities. They deliver it as if it will now be seen to be, I can call it aftermath. Aftermath. They will now start giving you the information of something that happened, how it happened. What you are or what you might be seeing today, they delivered it through Murphy. That thing came in, it was Murphy who grabbed it, and Murphy now delivered it. And there is no way many of you will not tell me that you don't know the activities of Murphy, that Murphy is a sellout in this struggle. Regardless of all these things that he is coming out to do the other day. He is a sellout to the struggle. Regardless of him telling you that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is his friend. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, he believes in him. But this and that, he is campaigning for Atiku. The voice that Murphy was using in that program, the call in to that program of Murphy, was Simon Ekpa's paddy. Are you paying attention? Or do you want us to do voice matching? Should we do voice matching? So for you to know that it is his paddy, his friend. Don't worry. We are going to make it that one another day. We are going to bring it on another day. Because I have gathered two of these informations, which I am going to now use in order to show you that he knows the guy who was speaking, saying that he was in airport, he's calling from his location. They are friends. So let us continue. So after this, whatever they implement, whether when it fails, they will now start playing defensive by being the first to come to announce, to tell you, nah, this is like this, that is like that, so that you will think that they are the ones who will give you information when you needed it the most, without knowing that they are the perpetrators of that same information they are giving you. That is if ndị Igbo na-akpọ ya bụ na onye gbaba n'ọfịa ogbuo ọgbapụta jụọ ka onye na-egbu ife a na anụrụ m sandụ ife egburu n'ọfịa. That is exactly what it is called in ala Igbo. Now let us continue with this government in exile. I think it has come to that part where I want you to pay attention. Otherwise, I am going to leave it to roll a little bit more so that you will get it, so that it will make this broadcast to be short. We already an hour into this program, and we are going to finalize it within the next 20 minutes.
I'm going to be waiting for a very big news. Also, I made a tweet today about Liverpool. I don't know what God is saying, but God is saying something about Liverpool. God is saying something about a city called Liverpool in the United Kingdom. And we will be having a very big news from that city.
Oh.
Having said that, I want us to...
God is saying something about the Liverpool. Let me actually bring it a bit back to know, to be able to configure if he's also seeing a prophecy now. If he's now also seeing prophecies. Let us hear it also, please.
The possibility of a government in exile has been activated yesterday. And going forward, they are going to work, and are going to work like never before. And those of you that are looking for or seeking asylum somewhere, the Biafra government will officially take charge, because that is what. Ever since then, it has been, nobody knew what was going on and all that. But because the right time is now to reactivate it, even though they have been having activities and they have been operating underground and all that. And for that reason, the government will take its full function, its full responsibility. Everything that government, recognized government in exile will do, the Biafra government in exile will continue from now going forward. And like I said, for example, is issuing official document is one of them. Not a document coming from any organization. Biafra is coming next year, and it is no longer agitating group 10. And this has been the plan and the wish of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is that Biafra will come. And when Biafra is going to come, everything will fall in place. Everything will fall in place. And that particular template and roadmap is what Simon Ekpa is following. And so when Nigeria government think that they have actually succeeded in stopping Biafra, you know that we told them that the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will bring Biafra. I told you people, they thought I was joking. So we are going to be waiting for a very big news. Also, I made a tweet. I don't know what God is saying, but God is saying something about Liverpool. God is saying something about the city.
In case if you don't understand, God is now speaking to Ekperima. Hey! The Christianity God walo. That is the reason why onye obuna bido zuboli okpulu God n'onu. Onye obuna bido mewe fraud okpulu God n'onu. Just like ndamuma oga will now know that something like this is going to happen. He's planning something with Liverpool. He's hearing a city called Liverpool. You know that this is a formation that they use to manipulate church members. God is saying something about this, that building in Eko, Lagos. God is saying something in Aja. There is a land there. God is saying something. We need to buy that land. That is where our promised land is. You buy it, it is for the pastor. So now we are going to find out what God has told Ekperima about Liverpool. Because this one, but let's continue. Let's continue. Let's see why God is saying something about Liverpool. Let's see. But I want you to pay attention, because here. All this government in exile we are talking about, he has activated. I want you to pay very good attention. He will tell you that not fake. He will tell you that not fake, but government in exile, that it is fake. Listen.
And we will be having a very big news from that city. Having said that, I want us to go to, for those of you who do not understand what is the government of any government in exile, what it means and all that. Of course, there are, if you go to internet, you're going to see a lot of definition and all that. There is a different way you can define the roles and what is the government in exile.
Why don't you define it? Because you know that it is about that political party. That is the reason why you don't want to define it. Not everybody will have access to go and know. Define it for them. Tell them what it means to say that you are a government in exile. The reason why he cannot define it is because the political party that is the reason why he does not want to talk about it, because he knows that is the plan. He is scared to talk about it. That's how half information is dangerous. Are you paying attention? Have information. That is the reason why a wise man tell you have information is dangerous. But let us continue. He will use his mouth to tell you that this issue of government in exile is a fraud. It is quite unfortunate I cannot see my comment from YouTube, because I can't see my comment from YouTube. I know there is a lot of comments there, and I cannot see it from my screen because I don't know how to bring it to the screen yet. But let us continue with this one. Even the Facebook I am not seeing, but I am watching it from another phone as well. So, but now, listen. Where he will use himself to tell you this government in exile broke original. It is not original, it is fake. But he said it in a way that you will not understand it. But pay attention.
Government in exile. Some people, according to the information available on the website, will call it is a political group that claims to be a country.
Did you see?
Or a semi-sovereign.
Did you see how he is actually? Watch the facial expression. Watch the facial expression. Because don't just follow what he's saying. He is hesitant. He is hesitating to say it because he knows that that is the problem of this issue of government in exile. Listen attentively. Watch the facial expression. Watch the body language. And then you will understand where I'm going. Then listen to what comes next.
State. But this is not what I've come here to do. I've not come here to define government in exile. Now, the reason why this government in exile have to be activated in full is because we need to, the time for Biafra has come. It is no longer only just creating awareness and all that. So we have activated the government in full, and they are going to start taking the responsibility, diplomatic responsibility, if we are going into lobby and whatever. So they're going to be taking that responsibility. And of course, we are going to be collaborating with the security, the Eastern Security Network, and of course, looking at whatever security we may need in Biafra and all that. So this is
why is he not confidently talking about Eastern Security Network again today? Why is he not confidently talking about Eastern Security Network again today? Because he knows that Eastern Security Network are Torapugia. In fact, they were never with him, rather. But those criminal elements that he's been using to act Eastern Security Network, Fancha Torapugia. Fanta Atorapugia. That is the reason why he went and looked for alliance with BNL. Gatinya Finansobu. After his alliance broadcast, DSS what for DMS up. Or did you not hear that one? You didn't hear that one before you start hearing the news that another Umuada want to hijack the alliance. Hi, not pilot. Nijimpa.
It's going to be happening just within a few weeks or a few days from now. We are swinging into action. Now, I want to bring something to the screen so that you will understand what I am talking about. One moment. Now, if you go to there, you are going to see Biafra. You are going to see government side. You can check the meaning of government in exile. You can read about it if you want and all that. As you all can see the government in exile and basic form of government. But let's go to Biafra because Biafra is here. Let us go down to Biafra. I'm going to zoom it a little bit. Now, if you look at if you look at the functions of the government in exile, you will understand that their activities could be becoming a part of bilateral or international treaty, amending or revisiting its own constitution. And I want to tell you today that Biafra already have what we call Biafra Charter, which is also subject to amendment. Maintaining military forces, retaining or newly obtaining diplomatic recognition from other states, issuing identity card, allowing the formation of a new political parties or whatever. We are not going into that. Holding election, we are not going into that. So what we are going to activate is complete, government activities as it should be. So this, involve setting up of many organs and all that. And then, so let us go straight to Biafra because I don't have time for all that. I think when you look at this, there are, current government in exile. I want everybody to look at this. If you see current government in exile, you are going to see, for example, if you go forward, you see Republic of China, Taiwan, Associated Island, this Arab, whatever, Democratic Republic, and then you go straight, you see this Belarus, Presidential Leadership Council of the Republic of Yemen, National Unity Government of Myanmar. You go straight Republic of, Autonomous Republic of Crimea, Lusak. This is where they are for now,
We want to see Biafra over there because these are the recognized government in exile and his Biafra has been activated. So we are checking to see if we are going to see it there also.
This is the place where the Russia and the Ukraine are fighting at this point, and you can see that these people has been it has been updated in 2022. The Lusank in Ukraine, and then Russia, Lusank, de facto independent state. So you go straight down and you continue to go down. You will see delegation of Taiwan province, National Council of Iran. All these are, you can be said to government in exile, but most of them are already gaining their independence. So when you look at, you go straight down, you continue to go down. You are going to also past government in exile. You continue to go down. You are going to see Biafra, very soon. And let me also mention that for example, when you look at here, you see past government in exile. When you look at the past government in exile, you find that even Republic of Siena, exile government of Electoral Palestine, Privy Council of England, East Tennessee, Confederate government of Missouri, Confederate government of Kentucky. You see even Belgian government.
We want to see Biafra.
Provisional government of the Republic of Korea. All this Spanish Republic of government in exile. All this government in exile. Some of them have actually gained their independence. Look at this one. Polish government in exile. If you read the Polish government in exile, you will see the Polish government in exile, officially known as the government of the Republic of Poland in exile.
Poland, the place he makes visa to. Continue.
Was in government exile of Poland, formed in the aftermath of the invasion of Poland of September 1939, and the subsequent occupation of Poland by Germany. So, Biafra have activated its own government in exile with full force. And this is going to need everybody's support. And then you go look at Estonia. The Estonia government in exile was formally declared governmental authority of the Republic of Estonia in exile. Today, Estonia have gained its independence, and Estonia is now a very promising country in the Nordic region. So, when you see this Latvia government in exile, Latvia today, it was then under Soviet. Latvia, for example, have gained its independence. So I'm just saying, and this is 1940. You see Lithuania have gained its independence as well, there were also government in exile. And so why I'm showing you this is to show you how we are to exit next year. And so the Biafra government, as collaboration with the auto-piloted IPUB, we are going to work with them and under them as well as a government body. So we are going to start instituting every arms of the government that is needed, to set the pace and the ground running. Then you see the Palestine government. You see the president of Ukraine, in exile. Even that Ukraine.
We saw all that. Take us to Biafra one. Take us to Biafra. We saw all that. Take us to Biafra.
So now we are now going straight to. If you look at this, let us go straight to Biafra. One moment. Here we go. Oh, sorry about this. I think Biafra is up. So I'm taking you guys to Biafra now, so you will understand. This is Biafra here. You see, okay. If you go here, you see Biafra government in exile. So okay. Biafra government in exile is also a recognized government in exile. And we have activated it now for the very first time.
Okay.
In the Biafra
now,
movement.
Hold it there. Biafra government in exile. Hold it there. Let us now bring the analogy between what he is showing you and what he's talking about. Hold it there. I'm trying to find it because in that same, link that he's using, it is right in front of my screen. That same link that he is using is right in front of my screen. Now let me find it with that same link. If it is here, then we will now find out what is happening there, and you will know if indeed what he is talking about is the truth, or he has made some makeup. Let me actually bring this link to our screen so that you will be seeing it in a big way while we are looking for that Biafra government in exile. I am not